All right, welcome. Today we're doing something a little different. We're not just, clicking buttons and configuring a server. No, we are witnessing a coronation. We're going to take a simple, humble machine and turn it into the powerful central heart of a network, a domain controller. So yeah, let's just dive right in. So, I want you to think about this for a sec. Look at your network right now. Is it just a bunch of lonely computers on their own little islands, right? Each one has its own rules, its own users. It's just this little pocket of chaos. And managing that? Wow, it's a constant uphill battle. Okay, so let's change that story. Right here in this explainer, we're gonna bring some serious order to that chaos. We are gonna take all those separate islands and unite them under one single powerful banner. We're literally gonna build a digital kingdom. So what's our mission? It's simple, taming chaos. The whole reason we're even doing this, the why behind a domain controller, it all boils down to one word: control. We're talking centralized user management, security policies that apply everywhere, and a single point of truth for your entire network. And that's really the key takeaway here. We are taking a totally standard, off-the-shelf Windows server, and we're elevating it. It's going to become the brain, the absolute central nervous system that directs and secures every single user and computer hooked up to it. But like any huge project, you can't just jump in. We've got to prepare. And look, this isn't just some boring checklist you have to tick off. Think of these as the essential first steps for laying the foundation of our entire kingdom. All right, so we've got three what I like to call foundational pillars. First up, we've got to claim our territory. That means setting a permanent address. Second, we raise our banner, right? Give our server a proper name. And third, and this is non-negotiable, we have to be wielding all the power, logged in as an administrator. Okay, let's zoom in on that first pillar for a second, the static IP. This is so important. This is not just some random address that your router hands out and can change whenever it feels like it. No way. You have to think of it like the permanent coordinates for your kingdom's capital city. It has to be fixed, totally unchanging, so that every other device always knows exactly where to find its ruler. Okay, preparations are done. Now it's time to actually break ground. We are about to install the core software. And you can think of this part as, well, raising the actual castle walls that are going to protect and define our new domain. So the first big move here is installing what's called the Active Directory Domain Services role. You'll see it as ADDS. This is basically the architectural blueprint for the whole kingdom. It has all the plans, everything we need for managing users, computers, policies, the whole shebang. And you know what? The initial build is actually pretty straightforward. You just pop open Server Manager, you'll select Add Roles and Features. From there, it's really as simple as finding and checking the box for Active Directory Domain Services, you hit OK on the features that pop up, and then you just click Install. I mean, every click here is like laying another big stone in our kingdom's foundation. And bam, just like that, the role is installed. So the blueprints are now in place. The walls are kind of roughed out, but, and this is a big but, the throne is still empty. See, just installing the service doesn't actually make the server a ruler. Not yet. And this is the main event. This is the moment we've been building up to. It's the promotion process, the actual coronation ceremony, where our humble little server gets crowned and is given its powerful new identity. Seriously, this is the moment of transformation. The blueprints are down, the foundation is solid, and now we are ready for the final act, to officially promote this server, to grant it its new authority, and to formally, finally establish our digital kingdom. But wait, before we click that final button, let's get two key terms straight because they're important. You have the forest and you have the domain. Just think of the forest as the entire empire, the whole world. And the domain, that's the very first kingdom within that empire. So by creating our very first domain, we're also planting the seed for the entire forest. All right, let's get to the ceremony. We're going to click Promote. We'll choose to add a new forest. And then we give our kingdom its official name. That's the root domain. Then we set a really important password and we click Install. And just like that, the coronation begins. And listen, you've really got to pay attention here. That Directory Services Restore Mode password, the DSRM password, that is your ultimate fail-safe. It is the master key that can unlock your kingdom's vaults if there's ever a disaster. You absolutely have to guard it well. So once you click Install, the system just takes over. The server does its final configurations and then it's going to automatically reboot. And when it comes back online, it's not going to be the same machine. It will have a weekend as a ruler with a brand new purpose. And that's it. The transformation is complete. So, what now? Well, now we learn how to rule. Let's go ahead and explore the new powers and, the new responsibilities that come with managing a domain. And believe me, the shift in power here is profound. I mean, you're going from managing individual local accounts on every single machine to using centralized domain accounts that just work everywhere. Instead of physically running from computer to manage users, you're going to do it all from one spot: Active Directory users and computers. And maybe most importantly, all those scattered local security settings, they get replaced by incredibly powerful domain-wide group policies. You can enforce rules across your entire kingdom all at once. So, how can you actually see this new power for yourself? Well, the very first thing you should do is open up Server Manager, go to Tools, and launch Active Directory users and computers. This right here, this is your new command center. This is your throne room. So, your kingdom is established. What are your first royal decrees going to be? Well, for starters, you'll want to make sure communication is solid by checking on DNS. Then, you can start structuring your whole court by creating what are called organizational units, or OUs. After that, you can welcome your first citizens, your new domain users, and start laying down the law of the land with group policy. And just like that, we've reached the end of our journey. A simple, standalone server has been crowned a ruler. What was once a collection of lonely islands is now a unified kingdom. And now, the power is in your hands. So really, the only question left is, what will you command first?